Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining Sue and I. My name is Soila. I'm the founding editor of the divorcemagazine.co.uk. If you're listening to this, you're probably watching it on YouTube. So if you are, don't forget to subscribe on our subscribe button. It's somewhere here. And if you're watching it on our divorcemagazine.co.uk website, then you'll find a lot of information on there that's to do with divorce, going through divorce before, after, during, covering children, and so many other aspects of not just divorce, actually, divorce and separation and all sorts of breakup that you might be going through. So that's me. And today I'm really happy to have Sue with us. We've had Sue before, so you will find Sue on our website as well. So Sue Atkins, if you can tell us what it is that you do and where people can find you.
Oh my goodness, what do I do? Well, I'm the author of Parenting Made Easy, How to Raise Happy Children, the author of 21 other books around parenting. And I focus and specialise in helping families and children and mums and dads going through family breakup, divorce or separation.
Yeah, and you also, you do work a lot with journalists, and you have been on TV and you are on TV sometimes, aren't you?
No, I'm the parenting expert on ITV this morning with Philip Willoughby and Sky News and BBC Radio.
Yeah, excellent. So I know you work a lot, as you have said, with divorce and in divorce and helping people go through divorce. But there's one part of divorce that a lot of the times, I wouldn't say is overlooked, but we don't really talk about, and that's immediately after. You have like months after or years after you've gone through divorce and working through that. But immediately after, when you find yourself alone and, oh my gosh, it's happened. What do you have to say to people who are in that situation right now, considering it's January as well?
Yes, there is a bit of a spike apparently because people have been sort of thinking about it all through the Christmas period, and then it's a new year, new beginning, new start, and you think, I just can't do this anymore. That's what I hear a lot of. And I know firsthand about it because I've been through this rather harrowing experience, although it wasn't particularly animosity, but it was difficult and challenging. And I remember waking at 3 o'clock in the morning, transfixed in fear about, where am I going to live? How am I going to pay my bills? What's going to happen to the children? Do I go for his pension? Or, all sorts of questions rolling around your head, especially in the middle of the night. So from that experience, I decided to do something about it, really, because I thought, well, I'm quite resourceful and I work in this arena and I have contacts and friends and all sorts of people that I could lean on and ask for professional advice. But I didn't even know where do you start for a lawyer, really, because the only time I've used a lawyer was when I was moving house or changing, flats and things. So you don't know whether you walk down to the local shop and just walk into the lawyer's office, or do you find a good person? I didn't know that at that point that I did actually, but lots of people don't know about collaborative law, mediation. Trying to do this, the whole point for me is divorce with dignity, untying the knot and trying to put the children at the centre, if you've got children, at the centre of this rather difficult time. It's very challenging. People change through the process.
Sorry about that.
Some people have married or been together a very long time, and then suddenly they go to a lawyer that's a bit of a Rottweiler, and suddenly everything changes. And I'm beginning to get involved in a campaign for no blame divorce.
Excellent.
Because it's a reality of life, and law hasn't moved forward. This is not being liberal or wishy-washy or not supporting families. But when you have to make up, really, the reason why you have to split up, because otherwise you've got to wait 2 years, the children get caught in the middle of that vitriol, and that's not good for anybody. So the Suddenly Single retreats came from that idea that I could be of service to people and help them with their parenting or their well-being issues. My friend Jo, she can help with the financial side of things, and my other friend Nikki is a legal consultant. So she can help signpost you or give you advice and help you down the legal route. And it's set in the most beautiful setting because I want to nurture your soul. I want to give you a break. I want you to stop and think. So you get some clarity, some direction and some confidence in these very big decisions that you're going to be making that are going to impact your life going forward and your children's.
Yeah. I'm wondering about, now that you brought in the retreat, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, but the main purpose of the retreat, because I know, like you, I have been through divorce myself, and I have come to learn just how important it is to work through it, not just to suppress and get on with it. You can do that, sure, but at some point it can catch up with you where you realize whether it's in the next relationship, whether it's with your children, in some aspect of your life. So with with the retreat that you're speaking about now, what kind of people would come to that? Who are you looking for to come to your retreat?
Yeah. Well, initially it's for women, because I meet, if I had £1 for every woman that said to me, my God, I didn't do the finances, or I didn't know about the water bill, or I don't know about pensions, or I don't know about all sorts of things. And it can be, very scary. Suddenly you are thrust into taking big responsibility and making big decisions, as I say, short term, medium term and long term. So this idea really has come to help people get some clarity, some focus, some understanding about their own situations, and to then take some good decisions that will impact healthily and happily on the family, and to join a community. Actually, for me, the Suddenly Single community is you're going to find like-minded women, and it is for women at the moment, not because I'm a man hater, but it's just that's where we're starting. And in time I would see that we do Suddenly Single for men as well, or for everybody. But you begin somewhere, and I feel it's about empowering women and nurturing them and giving them ideas and solutions and helping them through a very, very tough time.
So what would you say, just before we finish, so what would you say are your top 3 tips in working through your divorce?
Right, well, if you've got kids, take a photo of your children and put that in the centre of all your negotiations. Whenever you go for a meeting to a lawyer or you're talking to your ex, do try and take the long-term bigger picture, because you do need to try and do this with dignity. That is not easy, let me just say, but it's important. So try and do that. Nurture yourself, because you're running on empty. You might be very distressed. You might be drinking too much, eating too much, buying too many shoes. I don't know what it is for you. But do get support, whatever that might be, from yourself. And sometimes professional support from people like myself, because your friends mean well, but you go around sort of joining the pity party and you get a bit stuck and they slag each other off and it's all rather unhealthy. And then also, be mindful of your children. I've just written the Divorce Journal for Children, which is a safe place for children to work through a journal. They can either share it with you or they can keep it to themselves. It's around expressing their emotions around the divorce, because everyone's affected, because it's a sort of a process, not an event. So those basically top tips really hopefully will help some people, navigate the difficult times, the choppy waters, as you will.
And if anybody wanted to get in touch with you, Sue, how can they find you? How can they go about that?
Well, call me on 01883 818 329, or go to my website, which is thesueatkins.com. Or email me on sue@thesueatkins.com. There are about 150, if not more, divorce and separation and breakup articles on my website. So go and have a look through and read through there. That will give you a signpost and a bit of help, hopefully.
And they can find information about the retreat on your site as well?
Sure. Yes, indeed. And also it's suddenlysingleretreats.com. So we're in the process of building that up. But join the community. You're not on your own. We've been through it. You will survive and you will come out of it stronger, more resilient. And actually you may look back and go, perhaps that was one of the best things that did ever happen to us. So not everybody thinks like that, but actually you will come through it and you're not alone. That's the main message.
Thank you so much, Sue, for being with us today. And thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you got something from what Sue has said, especially with regards to the children. And do get in touch with Sue if you need to. And take it from there. If you have any questions about the retreat, just contact Sue at thesueatkins.com.
And the one and only Sue Atkins. Exactly. Sitting on a yacht. So I'm one and only Sue Atkins.
That's right. So there you go. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. We have the button somewhere up here again, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.